I don't know, man. Daniel, what were some of your
Yeah.
bright spots of the game? Let's get to some of those.
Yeah, for sure. I think that Mike Hilton has a huge bright spot. He was a huge impact player, not necessarily on the interception, but he is a great role player. And that's for me when I look at how do you approach this Bengals secondary when it comes to this offseason. I would hope that Dax Hill comes back healthy. Obviously, a torn ACL for a cornerback is brutal, but I would like to see Dax Hill be the starting slot cornerback. And you just, keep Mike Hilton there and you keep him in for situational purposes because he is PFF's highest graded run defender when it comes to cornerbacks. And I think that he's absurd when it comes to a specific role as a blitzer. And this game showed me it all, right? But I don't want him in there man-to-man coverage. So I thought he was a serious bright spot.
How about the performance from Gino Stone?
Yeah.
Down the stretch here, he's getting more acclimated to this Bengals defense. He's getting more comfortable. What were your thoughts on Gino Stone?
I think that Gino Stone, that's what I'm battling right now. The past 2 games, he's looked good. I think the tackling still shown at multiple points, missed a couple tackles, but he's laid the boom a couple times. I think that he has performed the past 2 weeks like we expected him to. This was the expectation when it came to Gino Stone. The interception today was beautiful. That is literally what we expected. And that's my concern, though, when it comes to a guy like Gino Stone. He's done that against, Will Levis. And I think that he deserves his flowers for the past 2 games. And we just got to hope that he continues to perform at this level. He is not a guy who's going to be great in the run game, and that's never been his MO. But he has to provide something when it comes to the passing game. So I thought that Gino Stone played good. It just still doesn't change what I've seen out of him for 13, 12 weeks of the season. So you just hope that he, continues to perform like this because he's on a 2-year deal. So maybe there's a world where he performs like this and you keep him on the roster. Hopefully, maybe not as the starting safety, but a guy who's getting, 20, 30% of the snaps. But he's looked good. And I think that he's one of the guys when you look at that safety duo. Obviously, Von Bell's not the starter anymore. We saw the reason why at the end of the game where he let up a touchdown. And Jordan Battle, for me, it sucks because he's making such splash plays in certain moments, but then he's missing assignments. He just looks kind of like a guy who's just young right now, a guy who's not, fully grown into his role as a safety. And albeit safety is a tough position, but right now when I look at it, I think that Gino Stone has played like the best safety over the past 2 weeks, but Jordan Battle has been just too inconsistent for me. So he's a guy that I'm really circling saying, hey, you've got a chance to win a starting job next year. You do, right? Nobody's been brought in yet. There's a huge safety class when it comes to free agency. So if I'm Jordan Battle, I really think that this is his chance to prove it to Lou Anarumo and say, hey, this is his chance to be a starting safety in the NFL. But I think that this may be his last real shot of saying, hey, he's going to be getting 80, 90%, almost 100% of the snaps over these next 3 weeks. So Jordan Battle definitely has to show me. Another one, Chase Brown has just been absurd, Malik. Chase Brown has been very, very, very good. He's looked like a top 10 running back, in the entire NFL. The dude is just performing at all levels. He called, got a passing interference call that was huge for the Bengals early on in the game. This dude is just doing it at all levels when it comes to receiving game. He is a consistent threat at multiple points, and him and Joe Burrow just having that connection where, hey, when the play breaks down, Chase Brown, his intelligence and football IQ to get back and come back to the football, that's something the Bengals have needed when it comes to running back. So I thought that Chase Brown has really been a huge bright spot. And this dude, whether you bring in somebody else as the thunder to his lightning next year, I think that would be a very smart thing because I don't think that it is smart the next couple of years to have Chase Brown getting 20, 25 carries a game. I just don't think that's smart for his long-term, longevity.
Yeah, but if he also shows that he can handle it, why not? I get what you're saying. He's a smaller guy. You want to make sure he can be more, can be durable for the remainder of the season because you're going to need him for the long haul as the years stack up here.